Hello, everybody. This is my first time using StreamYard. So I am testing things out and making sure everything is working properly. So if you hear some feedback coming from something that I've already said, then you know that that's just me testing things out. So my name is Shanta Prince, if you don't know me, and I help women entrepreneurs to brand their expertise and turn their knowledge into a profitable business. So I am talking tonight about some mindset shifts to grow your business in 2021. So one of the things that I've learned in my years of business is that most of the time, when it comes to business, success is not dependent upon ability or talent or skill, because we have all of that. We have the ability, we have the talent, we have the skill, but we just don't have the mindset. And so I'm going to talk to you about mindset tonight and what it takes to really succeed in business and to really cause your business to skyrocket, especially going into the new year. We all know that this year has been something else. We're learning more about what's important, what's not important. We're thinking about what really matters right now, what really doesn't matter, what we need to be doing right now, and what can wait. And so one of the things that I've observed during this pandemic is that a lot of businesses, of course, had to close, but those of us who are online, who are building our businesses, who are building community, and who are really changing lives, we have the ability to continue to do that regardless of what's happening around us. So we can still connect with people, we can still meet with people, we can still provide information regardless of what's going on around us. And so I think it's really important for those of us who are building online to really rise up in this time and season, because we're going to be the ones who can still give out jobs, who can still hire people, who can still deliver a product even when things are going wrong. So let's get into the mindset. So first of all, I'm just going to go through a few points about growing your business. But before we get into that, I want to tell you about my free 5-day brand and demand bootcamp that's coming up on December 7th. The link should be right below the video. So if you want to sign up for that free 5-day brand and demand bootcamp, just tap that link and sign up. In that boot camp, it's going to be 5 days, but we're going to go and do after that and do some bonus videos. But I'm basically going to be teaching coaches, consultants, speakers, authors, any type of service provider, how to get brand clarity. I'm going to be talking about how to amplify your authority. I'm going to also be teaching on how to create a branding and marketing game plan for moving forward. And so if you know me already, you know when I teach, I go all in and that I don't hold back. But go ahead and get signed up for that boot camp so that we can talk about all the things when it comes to marketing and branding. So for those of you who are just joining, if you don't know me, I'm Shanta Prince, and I help women entrepreneurs to brand their expertise and turn their knowledge into a profitable business. And tonight we're talking about mindset shifts to grow your business in 2021. So let's dive into that. So the first thing is that one of the things that I noticed is that I told you guys that I was testing this out to see how everything is working. One of the things that I noticed, and you probably have noticed this too, is that when people first get in business, they depend on their family and their friends to kind of help them or to support their business. But one of the mindset shifts that I want to talk about around that is really not depending on your family and friends. Let me open up the chat so I can see your comments. Not depending on your family and friends to support or help you to grow your business. Don't expect your family and friends to buy your products when they're not your client, when they're not your ideal client or your ideal customer. Okay, so that's ending right now. And now, as entrepreneurs, hey Terry, as entrepreneurs, what we really have to do is learn how to market. So we have to take the time to learn how to market our businesses, how to market those products and services, and how to really find people who are our customers and our clients, and not getting mad at our friends when they don't buy our ebook or when they don't sign up for our programs, but really step outside of that and learn some real marketing skills. Okay, so that's mindset number one for going into 2021 to grow your business is we're going to leave our family and friends alone and find some real customers. Okay, we're going to learn those marketing skills. We're going to take that time, learn those marketing skills so that we can become smart marketers and so that we don't have to bother our family and friends. Now, I'm a believer that family and friends can support you in other ways, like sharing your material or inviting people to your events and to your group and things like that. But don't get mad at your family and friends when they don't buy your ebook or buy your buy your product. Okay, learn some marketing skills. Okay, now mindset shift number two is all about fear. And if you've heard me speak before, you've heard me say that I believe that fear is the biggest thief that I know, because fear has stolen people's hopes and dreams and kept people from moving forward when they really should have. Okay, so if you want to grow your business in 2021, you're going to have to let go of the fear that keeps you from moving forward. Now, I believe that anytime you're leveling up, anytime you're stepping up or trying to stretch yourself in business or ministry or whatever it is that you do, some type of fear is going to come up, but we have to really let go of that fear that's keeping us from moving forward and do it while we're scared. Okay. So sometimes, you know how like some of us, I tell people like, I look like I have a lot of courage and I stand up and do the things that I need to do, but I don't always have the courage that it seems like I have. Why? Because I've learned how to move even when I'm afraid. I've learned how to get it done even when it scares me. And what I've also learned to step out and really grow my business is that fear is really just a sign of letting you know that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. So the minute you step out of what your mind is used to seeing, the minute you step out of that financial bracket that you're in, the minute you raise your prices on your product and your services, fear starts to come up and say, wait, whoa, we've never done this before. We've never been here before. And so what I've learned is how to lean into the fear. And I've realized that the very things that make me afraid, that's probably what I'm supposed to be doing. So like, for example, when I talked about raising your prices, sometimes that can be really scary to raise your prices. And before I talked about how I offered a program for $497. And then the next time I offered that program, it was $1,997. But that was scary to do that. But at the same time, I knew that what I was teaching was working. And I saw that my clients were getting results. And I knew that I was worth it. I knew that what I was teaching was worth the investment. And so if you're afraid to raise your prices, or if you're afraid to step up, or if you're afraid to launch that next product or program, that's probably a sign that that's exactly what you should be doing. Okay. So mindset shift number two is letting go of that fear that keeps you from moving ahead and lean into it and understand that it's just a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, which is a good thing. So you got to leave that comfort behind. Okay. All right. So next mindset shift is, I'm laughing at myself because this is one of the things, guys, that really, I've always invested in myself from, even like being in high school all the way up until now. I've always invested in myself. But one of the things that you have to change if you really want to grow your business is you really have to get out of expecting everything for free. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. So free things can only get you so far. There are some amazing free things out there. And I understand that sometimes when you're just getting started, you don't have a lot of business income to throw at courses and things like that. But what I'm saying is at some point, you have to really invest in yourself, because investing in yourself does several things for you and for your customers and clients. It makes you better for them. But it also makes you better, because when you put your money to something, depending on, especially if it's, if it's a nice price, you're not going to be so quick to just, put something aside. I bought so many courses and, from the low end all the way up until the high end. And one thing that is different when I invest in myself on a higher level is that I'm like, I'm doing this work because I invested this dollar amount and I want to return on my investment. So I'm doing this work. And so investing in yourself really makes you show up differently because you put your money to this thing and now you're ready to do the work. And then it makes you even better for your customers and for your clients. So break out of looking for free opportunities and invest in yourself so that you can go to greater levels in your business. Okay. Mindset shift number 4 is for growing your business in 2021 is all about, it's about fear again, but this is a different type of fear. And this is the fear that you don't want people to see you fail. Believe it or not, that keeps a lot of people back, is stepping out there and not wanting people to see you make a mistake, not wanting people to see you fail. I always say that, yeah, I mean, if you're starting a new business or you're starting a new project, yes, people are probably going to see you stumble. People probably are going to see you make mistakes, but they're also going to see your come up. So when you're growing your business, you really have to let ego go. Let go of the ego and step out in a bigger way. Because really the truth is, there really is no failure when it comes to business and growing. There's only learning. Okay. There's no failure. There's only learning. So when you launch something or when something doesn't go your way, then you learn something. And I've talked about this so many times before, how I've launched products and programs that nobody signed up for. And I had to learn how to market to my ideal client. I had to learn, like I told you before, I had to learn some marketing skills. I had to learn how to market. I had to learn how to connect with people to really grow my business. For those of you who are just joining me, if you don't know me, I'm Shanta Prince, and I help women entrepreneurs to brand their expertise and turn their knowledge into a profitable business. Tonight, I'm talking about mindset shifts to grow your business in 2021. And I also want to let you know that if you're just joining, that I'm hosting a free 5-day brand and demand bootcamp. And in this bootcamp, I'm going to be talking about how to get brand clarity. I'm going to be talking about how to amplify your authority and how to get a marketing and game plan to grow your business in 2021. And yes, even though I just talked about getting out of free and really investing in yourself, I will, present an opportunity for you to invest in yourself during that boot camp. So don't even worry. Yes, it's free. But of course, by this time, everybody knows that when you attend something like this, there's going to be an offer. So I'm not even going to try to hide it. I am going to make an offer for you to invest in yourself with me during that boot camp. But the thing that sets my free events apart from some of the other free events that you might see out there is I really go all in and I don't really hold anything back. So I do things a little bit different because I believe that whatever I'm giving out, it should be transformational. So even if you decide not to invest with me during that time, you're still going to walk away with a marketing and branding game plan to grow your business. So you're going to walk away with a lot of value and some awesome transformation. So I'm calling it Breakthrough Week because I know that there's going to be so many breakthroughs that people are going to get as a result for being in this boot camp. So many ideas. When you learn and when someone is teaching, you always get fresh ideas and fresh inspiration. So when you sign up for that boot camp and when you show up, make sure you get a notebook because I'm going to be pouring out tons of great information that you can carry with you even after that boot camp. Okay, so we talked about people being afraid of seeing you fail and that there's no failure. There's only learning. Okay, so we're learning in 2021. We're not failing. Okay. Okay, so mindset shift number 5. Be willing to take big leaps. I believe that God is really moving on people. I think especially women. I believe that women are walking enterprises. I believe that we have businesses wrapped up in us. And so I believe that there's so many different things that we can do to make money based on our experiences, our talent, our knowledge. There's so much that's in us that we can turn around and monetize. And so, but in order to do that, you really have to be willing to take big leaps of faith. I am a woman of faith. If you don't know me, I'm telling you that I'm a woman of faith. I love Jesus. And one of the things that is interesting to me is that, even when I first started my business, I experienced that fear of taking those big leaps. I've always been a risk taker, but then like I would measure my risk like, well, this is small, so I can do this. Well, this is kind of like a medium risk, so I can do this. But I really started to grow when I started taking big leaps of faith and believing that God wanted me to prosper and that God put me here to be a person who prospers and to help other people to prosper. And so when I started taking big leaps, then that's when my business really started to change and really started to grow. So be willing to take big leaps and move in faith. Sometimes, you know, with people of faith, we can pray for people. We'll pray for sick people. We'll pray for people to be healed. We'll pray for other people's situations, and we will believe that God is going to fix it. We will believe God for that person. But when it comes to ourselves, then we're scared. We're scared to take that big leap. But we believe this person can do it. But we don't know if God's going to do it for us. And so we're afraid to step out. Well, I'm telling you to really step out in faith and take big leaps. Take leaps that stretch you and leaps that make you uncomfortable. The most successful entrepreneurs live an uncomfortable life. So you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable if you really want to grow your business in 2021, okay? So the next mindset shift is having a mindset of abundance, okay? And what I mean by having a mindset of abundance is, I mean not being afraid of stepping out and really growing your business when people alongside of you are doing something similar or doing the same thing that you do. And the reason why I say that is because there's enough success out there for everyone. And so I hear a lot of people say, well, the market is saturated. Well, there are 20,000 people already talking about this. Do you know how many people talk about branding and marketing? So many people are out there talking about branding and marketing. And so whatever it is that you do or whatever niche you want to go in, there's probably already somebody that's talking about the same thing that you're talking about, or someone that has an offer that's similar to what you're going to offer. But the fact of the matter is, there's only one you. And so I talk about this when I teach branding and how there's only one you. And what makes up your brand is your personality, your experiences, your perspective, your gifts, your talent. All of those things go into making an amazing brand, but they create a mixture that cannot be duplicated. And so because there's only one you, there should not be a brand that's like yours. So your brand will stand on its own and be individual and stand out if you brand yourself the right way. So there's only one you, and there's only going to be one brand that's exactly like yours. And so when you understand that, hey, Jamie, so when you understand that, you can stand with courage and say, there's no one like me. And that I am here to prosper, even with other people around me talking about the same thing, because there's enough success out here for all of us. All of us can go out here and make enough money to leave a legacy for our families, even with people doing the same thing. So having that mindset of abundance and not being afraid of someone doing the same thing, or not being afraid of competition, okay? So remembering that there's enough success out there for everybody, and that you're called to be successful too. Yes, Jamie, there is only one you, and your brand is very unique, Jamie. There's only one you. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions about anything that I talked about. I'm talking about mindset shifts to grow your business in 2021. Listen, I believe that God is doing something great with the women. God is doing something great with his daughters. And I believe from the bottom of my heart that some of us are getting ready to break glass ceilings that we've had in our business before. I'm called to break a glass ceiling. You're called to break a glass ceiling. I'm just the messenger. I'm just here to tell you that God is doing something amazing, and that if you don't know that yet, you need to jump on board with what the Lord is ready to do in your life. And those mindset shifts are some of the things that I'm seeing as I'm working with people and engaging with people. Those things are blocking people from success. But tonight we're breaking down those walls and we're breaking those barriers. Why? Because who wants to be stuck? Nobody wants to be stuck. So if you're joining me, I'm Shanta Prince, and I help women entrepreneurs to brand their expertise and turn their knowledge into a profitable business. Tonight I'm talking about mindset shifts to grow your business in 2021. And I'm also talking about my free 5-day branded demand bootcamp that's coming up on December the 7th. It's going to be 5 days of learning and teaching and transformation. And then after that, we're going to do a whole bunch of bonus sessions where you'll be able to get some brand clarity. You'll be able to come up with some content ideas and learn how to amplify your authority. And you're going to walk away with a marketing and branding game plan to grow your business in 2021. And another thing that you're going to get from this is the confidence to really be who you are. So one of the things that I really enjoy doing is I love working with people who are new to coaching, new to consulting, new to providing services, because I specialize in helping you to design a personal brand that makes you stand out and makes you different, even if you're brand new. So you can sign up for the Branded Demand Bootcamp on that link that's beneath this video, and I will see you on the other side. So once you sign up, what's going to happen is when you click that link, you're going to see a page that gives you all of the details of the Branded Demand Bootcamp. And then once you put your email address in, you're going to be taken to another page, but you're also going to get an invitation to join my brand new Facebook group, because that's where all of the live videos are happening, right inside of my Facebook group. So those of you who are watching me right now from inside the Facebook group, if you're not signed up, you still need to sign up, because the workbooks will be coming out next week. And so you have to be signed up in order to get that workbook. But if you're watching me from outside of my Facebook group, you need to go ahead and sign up and then come on into the Facebook group. Terry says, that's good. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. Let me know by typing live or replay, and then I'll come back and be able to answer your questions and engage with you in those comments. So guys, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much. Jamie says, so excited. Yes, I'm excited too. I cannot wait. You guys, like when y'all see me talking and when you see me on the video, I was telling somebody the other day, I said, I will get on video and just ramble and ramble and ramble. But to me, like, I feel like after I get off, I feel like, oh my goodness, I ramble so much. But the viewers, some of the viewers are like, oh no, I need that information. And you put out such great information. But to me, I feel like I'm rambling. But I'm just saying all of that to say that I really pour out a lot of information. And so, like I said, whether you move forward and invest with me or not, you're going to walk away with some amazing information. And that is one thing that I can absolutely promise you, is that you will walk away with some valuable information. So get your notebook ready, okay? All right, I will see y'all next time. Have a great night. See you soon.